is no clarity yet on whether the linkage of Aadhaar will be mandatory for essential services, even as the debate rages on regarding security concerns over Aadhaar. BJP leader Subramaniam Swamy, in an exclusive conversation with Mirror Now, does admit that citizens' data is at risk.
Today was a day which turned out to be a little bit of an uneventful day in the Supreme Court, except for the Supreme Court now putting its mind to conducting final hearings on Aadhaar. We're being joined by Subramaniam Swamy. Sir, at the outset, do you think this is only adding to the confusion, because there is a section of the society which doesn't know whether to link Aadhaar to essential services or not?
See, first of all, let me say the concept of Aadhaar is a good concept. That you want a data bank system by which you can find out, fraudulent accounts and fraudulent subscriptions and so on. But it has to be accompanied by a reasonable cost only on your privacy. Here is a case where the entire biometric information, which we know in future, particularly with artificial intelligence, that it can be manipulated and it can affect the management of your psychology. This whole future 21st century warfare is going to be on mindsets, of altering mindsets, brainwashing, this kind of thing. And in that context, if you have a system where the software is made by a foreign company, which is what has come out in the time of UID, and that's continuing. And that foreign company, actually, that's a US company, which was blacklisted by the US government itself. In other words, they were not secure.
So any more details, perhaps?
Yeah, it's all there. At that time, when Mr. Anand Kumar asked me to campaign for him in Bangalore against Nilankali, I had brought all this out. And it's somewhere in my records, but it's not, the important thing is not that, is that I'm giving you an opinion after researching the matter. Yes. And so all this electronic stuff is something which requires a great deal of care. For example, now a iPhone is a walking microphone. There's no secrecy in conversation anymore, because you're sitting there, it acts as a microphone. So I think we have to think of our national interests, and I don't find any such system in any other country that we have introduced. So this is because most countries have been concerned with the security aspect.
So a very interesting point you raised, but the former attorney of this government, Mr. Mukul Rohtgi, and other senior law officers have argued in the past that this is a global phenomenon across the world, from the US to the UK, to have some basic amount of connectivity to a larger database vis-a-vis citizens.
Well, you know very well, unless you are completely innocent of what's going on in Delhi, that I had argued for removal of Mr. Rohtgi and Ranjit Kumar, because they espouse causes which were inconsistent with our ideology. Our ideology is not that the world over everybody is getting naked, so we should also be naked, you see. Our thing is, we have to make our own assessment. Our country is a growing country. There are many countries which don't want us to be a world power. So they would like to manipulate the minds of our people, blackmail people, know our people, psychologically profile our people. So and therefore we have to be extra careful.